Hi, welcome to the Film Prospector, a channel where I watch mysterious films I've never heard of to see how much gold I can find. 2020's Disappearance at Lake Elrod, aka Through the Glass Darkly, has a marketing problem. The DVD cover screams generic horror, evil looking house, rowboat with blood spatter, absolutely terrifying quote from my film club. But there is no evil house, there is no rowboat, there's no blood. This isn't terrifying and it's not supposed to be. This isn't even a horror film. It's a slow-moving, mild mystery thriller with a bit of a twist. Robyn Lively is Charlie, a woman in a rural town looking for her missing daughter while struggling with nightmares, flashbacks and visions. When the daughter of local whiskey bigwig Trip Carmichael also goes missing, Charlie suspects the two cases are linked and goes to confront the police.
Hey, Walker! Another girl missing and you still don't want to talk to me?
Ma'am.
Oh, I see.
Ma'am,
Hey, I bet if my name was Carmichael, you'd be looking for my daughter.
Please lower
right?
your voice.
Why
Calm
won't
down.
you people help me?
Listen, I'm trying.
Don't touch me!
She bumps into reporter Amy and they form an uneasy alliance to try and find the truth.
Walker won't even consider that the two cases are linked. But I know what really happened.
Whoa, you all right?
No comment. Everyone,
Thank you, sweetheart.
no comment. There are no other...
Initially, this is a quite simple trail of breadcrumbs leading from wronged woman to wronged woman as Tripp's sordid past comes to light.
But I know I kept asking him to stop, begging him to. Just seemed like the more upset I got, the more he enjoyed it.
It's only through a coincidence that a body is found, which leads to further revelations and the final confrontation. Everyone here is doing decent work. Robyn Lively, Shanola Hampton as Amy.
I believe you when you say that these cases are connected and that there's some sort of conspiracy going on in this town. I think you're right, and I can help.
Why would you do that?
Because I'm tired of men doing fucked up shit and getting away with it.
Michael Trucco as Tripp. Judith Ivey as Tripp's overbearing mother.
I tell you what, it's getting harder and harder to find a reason to keep covering for your smart ass. We will do whatever it takes to get my granddaughter home safe.
And Kerry Cahill as Cricket, who works at a local bar and gives Charlie her first lead.
It was Trip Carmichael.
Holy shit.
He grabbed that girl, he damn near drug her off the stage, and I never did see her again. Rumor has it that she was run out of town on a rail by Mama Carmichael herself. 'Cause her and Trip were having an affair. Him being old enough to be her daddy, it didn't look too good.
On presumably quite a tight budget, this looks half decent. With that terrible cover, I presumed this would be some horrible grey forest romp. But there are colours here, which is nice. Some thought has gone into the shots and generally it feels like a real film. But the dialogue isn't always the greatest.
So, what's your plan? Sit him down and talk to him about all the women he raped?
I don't want to talk to the guy. I want to see where he sleeps.
And it uses my most hated cliche in all of cinema.
There's a storm coming. Don't get caught in it.
When this pays off, it looks like it came straight from a 90s TV show. The local sheriff has it in for Charlie.
You want to know the best part about being sheriff in this town? I ain't got to be there to keep an eye on you. Everybody's watching. You do best to remember that.
But the rest of the town isn't really involved. The two main characters here are a gay woman and a black woman in early 2000s rural Georgia, and seemingly no one is raising an eyebrow. Maybe it really was that liberal, but this is a state whose flag was still this till 2001, and it could be seen in the background in a few scenes. The voiceover talks up Charlie's isolation, but it's something that isn't really built on.
Lived here all my life and I still feel like I'm on the outside looking in. Hell, some days I don't even recognize myself.
I'm giving this 5 out of 10 grams of gold. I did quite like the slow moving story, and it's not shabbily made, but apart from a minor twist I won't mention yet, there's nothing much here that you won't have seen before. Exit now if you want to give this a go with a relatively clean slate, as I'm about to start spoiling things.
I don't want to send you over the edge, but I just read something and it explains a lot about what's been going on.
I'll be damned.
Time perception is a major theme, though that might be an understatement with the amount of VO forcefully ramming the point home.
Everyone always says time is relative. You spend an hour with a pretty girl, feels like a minute. Touch hot stove, it feels like an hour. Trouble is, Feels like I've had my hand on that damn stove for days now.
This is a period piece which is trying not to be pinned down. Interiors and fashions are a mix of styles and periods. The same goes for the cars.
You take me to the nicest places.
I was hoping that this ambiguity would play into the story a little more, but unfortunately not. Despite a couple of mentions of 1997, there's a scene in an extremely tame strip club called Rebels, which uses the most 2001 song you can think of.
You're freaking me out. Hey! Get her ass out of here!
I know you know what I'm talking about.
That's Bodies by Drowning Pool there. All this time ambiguity plays into the twist, if you can call it that. It arrives exactly where you'd expect, on the turn in Act 2 when Charlie's hallucinations lead her into finding a body in an abandoned whiskey barrel.
Oh God.
If this is why they decided to use that particular abandoned song and ruin their own timeline, then that's extremely poor.
Boys, we got a body.
The body is Charlie's daughter, Lily, and it's been there for 34 years. After being arrested by the police because they're corrupt, they let Amy into the interrogation room because they're also inept.
Where is my daughter?
Speak to her. I swear I'm calling CNN.
Get these off of me!
You got 2 minutes, and then I want some damn answers.
Excuse you.
And Amy tells Charlie the truth, that she's got Alzheimer's, she's not 45, her child went missing 34 years ago, and that her partner killed herself soon afterwards. The following reveal of Charlie's true appearance is shot quite nicely.
Oh my God.
It's just a shame that they chose that horrendous wig to stick on Robyn Lively's head. And that wig becomes the main character for the rest of the film, because, try as you might, it's impossible to ignore whenever it's on screen. It's a real problem because there's a couple of scenes which, although they're cliched, they could have been quite moving of her coming to terms with her memories. But there's always that mop on her head. Also, if you actually do the maths with the facts that we're given, Charlie would be at least 79, probably mid-80s. That makes some of the earlier running around seem a little bit ludicrous.
Alright, son. That's enough.
But anyway, the twist has no real bearing on the story. As has been clearly signposted all film long, Trip Carmichael is a scumbag.
So sick of hearing the same thing. Disgusting man does disgusting thing and gets away with it.
You don't hire Michael Trucco to be a nice guy, as anyone who's seen Wishmaster 4 will tell you. His abused daughter ran away to one of the women we met earlier.
Honest to Jesus, I just want Trip to pay for what he done to his own flesh and blood. His daughter. And well, everybody in this town. You gonna tell him about what you did to Charlie's little girl?
That was an accident.
What is she talking about? What is she talking about?
It was no accident. Your pervert of a son had his way with that poor little girl.
Is that true?
We're tossing her body into one of your whiskey barrels, and then we're running to you for help.
Shut your mouth, whore! You ain't got no proof of that!
There's a final confrontation where various people get shot, and the corrupt sheriff somehow comes out looking more of a scumbag than before, as he ignores everyone else and only calls for an ambulance when his mate, the incestuous paedophile rapist monster, takes a bullet.
Get an ambulance down here now!
It's okay.
But then we get one of the most subtly depressing endings I've seen for a while, which I'm on board with. And that's why I've gone with a 5 out of 10 here. A lot of nonsense and cliches and wasted potential, but also a lot I liked, with good performances and an interesting setup. A shame, as this maybe deserves to be better than it is. Thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe and join me next week where I'll be seeing how much gold I can find in 1981.
You know me so well.
You alright?
I'm fine. Just a little tired is all.
Live like tomorrow ain't coming and yesterday ain't happened. That's my motto.
Hell yeah.
Bye.